everybody. Welcome back for another strategies, tactics, and posts video. And I hope you had a successful qualifying round and you made it to the opening uh, phase. And because this is what this video is all about, we are going to talk about the opening and final round tracks. And again, in the selection of tracks, Hats has surprised us because usually we have four tracks added in the opening and final round, especially when we don't have a real Formula One uh, week. But this time we are only going to have three tracks added because one of the qualifying round tracks we're going to race there twice. Uh, okay, let's go and see all this. So as you can see, we are racing in Miami again with high temperatures as in qualifying round, but our last race is again Miami without the high temperatures. Uh, so that's the difference here. It's like we're having the Miami GP, but okay. And of course, we have again Baku, Suzuka, and Austin. And the three added tracks for the weekend are China, Bahrain, and a wet race in Canada. Okay, so let's get started and let's see our strategies for our tracks. We have Miami, uh, both with high temperatures and without. Of course, as we do all the time, we're going to just see if we have any changes in the strategies for our uh, four tracks that we had them in the qualifying phase, and then we are going to talk a little bit more in the three new added tracks for the weekend. So 3 4 and 4 3, be careful, be careful with the choice of boost and compounds in the track with a high temperature, probably frost, and maybe even a harder compound, especially in the lap with the 4 lap stint. In the for the other race, the last race, that we're going to have normal temperatures, 3 4 4 3, soft, medium, medium, soft, and probably rooster, not frost, or something else. Uh, okay, our setup and the drivers, as always. I know that these things repeat, we repeat them after every track, but it's better to have them and find them more easily. And yeah, you can even skip a few seconds to go to the next one, but as you see, we're not analyzing them. It was the first couple of shows that we did that, and now we just present them. You can see them, you can pause the video, check whatever you want, and then continue with the rest of the video. So then it's Baku. We raced in Baku for the qualifying round. Again, this is a one pit strategy. And basically, as I always like, of course, basically, mostly if you are at the top of the grid, you can go with this strategy. But even if I'm at the top of the grid, I will go one pit stop. It's better, even for avoiding a misstep uh, due to a safety car, uh, as you know, the less pit stops we schedule to do, uh, the less is the possibility that a safety car can destroy our race, can affect our race negatively. So, um, having that in mind, one pit stop, which is the fastest strategy, also is the best choice here. Okay, next one, Shanghai. Overtaking and speed. It's the second time we are racing in a GP in China. A track I like, I have said it. Uh, I I like this track. Uh, Here you have your boosts, and again here 7 laps, one pit strategy, 3-4 soft medium, maybe with the use of eternal flame. Uh, Even if you need even more tire management, go with frost. Uh, as you can see, this is yeah, it's an overtaking and speed uh, track. So yeah, Eternal Flame is the best choice. Frost could be a little bit tricky because it doesn't boost any of the stats. So if you have Eternal Flame, go for it. Else, yes. And of course, if your drivers can go 3-4 soft medium, then you can use Firework or Unstoppable Skull. Firework if you want to boost your restart torso, or Unstoppable Skull, Eclipse, etc. We saw the boosts. Be careful with the tires though here. If needed, go maybe soft hard. 3 laps with softs are fairly okay. 4 with mediums, uh, it's where it gets a little bit difficult, but with some tire management boosting, we can do it. Okay, the second added track this weekend is Bahrain, Sakir Desert, overtaking and power unit track, a very fast track, a track where uh, yeah, anything can happen. You can win basically with a good restart. Anything can happen. You can win much higher team scores, or you can lose from much lower team scores if you don't play it right. Again, one pit stop here, 4-3, 3-4. Unfortunately, this is what I was saying last week's video. We have this season, we don't have the luxury of having too many different strategies with almost the same result, so we can uh, decide depending on the opponent, on what happens during the race, changing our strategies. This season is mostly uh, most of the tracks are one strategy tracks, and yeah, this makes the game less unpredictable, and uh, we cannot easily surprise our opponent. He knows what to expect from us. Okay, uh, Austin, we raced for the qualifying round 3-4, 4-3, some boost, some tire management boost is needed here, Frost is the best choice probably. So we can go soft, medium, and medium soft. Of course, above 85 tire management might not need Frost. So it's up to you to you can decide which compound or boost you're going to use. Okay, and now let's go to the track that I believe that is going to decide who goes through the opening, who doesn't, and uh, who gets the top in the final and who doesn't. Wet race in Montreal. I played this week. I raced at least 10 times in a wet race in Montreal. I was lucky to have, in Series 12, we have Canada, and I raced at least 10 times uh, in with in wet conditions in Montreal. And believe me when I say it's a pain in the, you know, it's going to be a disaster. If you don't start at the top of the grid, and if you don't make a somehow miracle race start in a wet race, we're going to have big problems here, and uh, we'll see. Of course, in duels, I don't have a full cornering setup, but which means that in GP probably we're going to have a little bit better performance by our car, but still I'm afraid a little bit with all this, with the rain in Canada, and I'm afraid because also there is nothing we can do to change our destiny. It's 4-4, which of course 4-4, and that's it. You press the red button at the beginning of the race, yeah, and then you start praying that everything goes well. That's it. It's a race and a track, and with wet conditions, that there is nothing you can do. If it is it is your destiny to go wrong, it will go wrong. This is going to be the decider. At least that's what I believe. Okay. Ah, let's go back to. Give me a second here. Yeah, let's go back to Japan. Of course, one pit stop. For those of you that want to go to pit stops, also be my guest. But for me, it's one pit stop, and if you can go with the softest compounds, it's even better. Okay, you decide which compounds you are going to use in 4-3 and 3-4. For me, the fastest way to go is 3-4 soft hard or soft medium, if you can do it. And the second fastest strategy, 4-3 medium medium. Two-pit strategy, as I told you in our previous video, mainly if you are at the top of the grid. Else, I believe it's a waste of time. Oh, sorry, that was too fast. Okay, So that's it. Our eighth race is Miami without high temperatures. So this means soft, medium, and medium soft are easily usable. And that's it. Let's see our tracks again. We race twice in Miami. Uh, First with high temperatures and last race with lower temperatures. And then we have Baku, Shanghai, Sakir Desert, Austin, Montreal, and Suzuka. Montreal, a wet race, a race that okay, stay here. Give me a second. Okay, a race that uh, oh, they open again. Close now. Oh, what the heck? Okay, we solve this on our back. Okay, now there. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, as I said, Canada, I believe, is going to be the decider, the the track that will decide who goes through and who doesn't. Let's hope it's going to be a good one for us. Uh, Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel so you can get notified whenever I upload a video or when I um, live stream. I have a live stream which is mainly Wednesday and Saturday. Sundays, if I'm lucky, I can make it to the final. Yeah, we see each other on Sundays also. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support and see you in my next video. Best of luck to your races this weekend. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time.